you were told that friend of yours is gay, would you still want to befriend the person? Or what would be your reaction? Let me put it that way. What would be your reaction to, what that person has said or that revelation? Now, I'll tell you, over the weekend, several blogs, about 3, 4, or 5 of them, carried a story, and even about 2 influencers carried a story believed to emanate from Port Harcourt, or allegedly to have come from Port Harcourt, where a young man was thrown down from a 2 or 3 story building, right? And according to the tale, according to this allegation, the young man was lured to Port Harcourt by a certain group believed to be on a mission to extricate gay people from the earth. And according to the story, once again, the man is gay, allegedly. And after falling from such height, he broke his spinal cord, was rushed to the hospital, I think UPTH, according to the voice that I listened to in one of the blogs. And he couldn't find help, and he was sent to another state, and there they asked for millions, and he eventually died. So according to the narrative online, that there is the homophobic attitude that Nigerians display when they meet gay people. Morally, I wonder what you think about it. But legally, 14 years is the penalty one must pay if one is caught in a gay activity, in homosexual activity. Now, also, there is the religious and cultural part of it. Religion in Nigeria, any one of them, frowns at homophobic actions, or should I say homosexuality, not homophobic now, homosexuality, I beg your pardon. And culture also frowns at homosexuality, right? Same-sex romantic relationships. Basically, that's what it means. Now, homophobia is the fear for, same-sex romantic relationships. So those are the definitions. And then I'm thinking in my head, jungle justice is also a crime, right? If you're caught perpetrating jungle justice, you are going to go in for it, irrespective of whether the person you have murdered or beaten in the jungle way committed a crime or not. So let's say you caught a thief, or you caught someone committing a crime. What you should do is hand over the person to the authorities and not take the laws into your own hands. Because imagine if everybody decided to take the laws into their own hands, then we would live in a chaotic society here in River State. But some are arguing on social media that, what that group did may not be jungle justice. And that's why I'm bringing it to the fore this morning. I'm thinking in my head, doing such a thing, does that not defeat the purpose of finding, okay, I wouldn't call it finding justice in this case now. I was going to ask, does that not defeat the purpose in the first place of trying to reduce the growth of the population of people who are into homosexuality? Because whether you like it or not, that community seemingly is growing. If you follow in social media trends, and if you follow certain indirect statements made in comment sections, you would know that that community is growing. So let's say, because of our values, our moral values, our cultural values, our religious values, we do not want such a community to grow in Nigeria. Let's say legally it's also not allowed. Going through this pattern of jungle justice, or the method of jungle justice, does it not defeat the purpose of wanting to stem the growth of that community? I'm thinking in my head. Is there ever a time when jungle justice is good? I understand that in Nigeria we make laws and we don't follow to the point of implementation. I understand that. I mean, we have once again 14 years penalty for those who involve in such actions. And despite that law, we see that the LGBTQ community is growing. I get that part. But what about jungle justice? Does anybody have a right to take the life of another man because you differ in personal beliefs or personal opinions, or because you differ in in religious beliefs or in political opinions or something like that? And that's what I really do not understand. And so on the show this morning, I'm hoping really that we can have a conversation on this. Yes, it is a crime. Yes, morally we do not accept it in our society, culturally as well. But does that give the excuse? And I'm asking this question because despite the fact that this trended online, we get to see, I don't know if the police has finally done a statement, but at the time of preparing for the show, I was yet to see a statement from the police. I was yet to see a traditional media platform, pick up this story. And that's why I've brought you to the phone. Hello, Port Harcourt, because it happened in Port Harcourt, and hopefully we can talk about this. Do you think that, it's a good excuse? I'm wondering. I mean, the question sounds silly because this is murder. This is murder. And murder is a crime as well. And like the saying goes, two wrongs never make a right. I mean, if you say, the Lord does say, and you say that homosexuality is bad and it's wrong and it's a crime, murder is also a crime. So why do you think, people are still perpetrating jungle justice when we as a society are trying the best possible ways to ensure that we develop mentally, emotionally, and socially as well? So I'll go straight to the phone lines. No much talk, no much presentation this morning. Would you still hold my hands if you found out that I am gay? That's my first question. I'm not gay, by the way. I mean, being gay is a crime, don't forget that. But I'm just asking, would you still hold my hands and maybe report me to the police afterwards? Or, I mean, what will your reactions be? What will your reactions be? And how are you relating to this story I just told you of a young man who was thrown down a 2 or 3 story, some blocks say 2, other blocks say 3 story building here in Port Harcourt? And according to the allegations online, it seems to be a serial killer group who are after gay people in our society. All right, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. I really want to pick your brains as it relates to this conversation. I want to hear really what you think, because I know what a Nigerian, a typical Nigerian now, one who is so deep into traditions and religion. I can imagine when you tell them about, LGBTQ community, the frown on their face, their reaction is usually hilarious. So, I mean, what is your reaction to this? If you're one of them, really, if you're one of those typical Nigerians, the traditional kind, the religious kind. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. It's easier to say yes to your question, but practically no. Someone just sent that message. I think it's Fairbo Cliff. He said it's easier to say yes, but practically, in reality, he's saying no. So he's going to say yes because he wants to sound good, but practically he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it at all. And this one says, good morning, Kala. My response once I know you're gay. God forbid. Back to sender. Okay, Chiku Michael from Rumikbo. But this one says, good day, Canada. I don't support being extremely hard and harsh on gay people. However, I don't like their acts. I wonder what will attract a man to another man when there are many beautiful women to go after. Male animals reach aggressively when their fellow male, or react, I think you meant to say, aggressively when their fellow males come close in a mating attempt. This should tell you it is repulsive. Bernard from Port Harcourt. But Bernard, let's look at it from a religious angle, right? Let's say religion kicks against it. Not let's say, religion does kick against it. But is religion not going to make an attempt for repentance? Let's say, once again, scratch, let's say, the law kicks against it. The law, is it there, the 14 years, is it there for rehabilitation processes or just for punitive processes? If it is for rehabilitation and just like religion for repentance, can we now argue that killing them has defeated the purpose for the law and even for religion?
You are not gaying me. You are gaying other people.
Okay.
Different. But every day you think of gaying me,
Yeah.
you read short.
But Zion, that reaction makes you an accomplice, right? Because if the law finds out that you knew that they were perpetrating such action and you did not, take action by telling the authorities, it makes you an accomplice. Don't you agree?
No. I'm not an accomplice.
Okay, all right.
See, there is a law that stated clearly.
Okay.
But if I go beyond the law did not say they should be sentenced to death.
Okay.
It said 14 years.
That's what I'm saying. Are you not going to report them to the police or,
Canada?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us here in this Port Harcourt, our brothers and sisters are into the act.
Interesting.
Some people, their wives are lesbians.
Okay.
They are here in Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Are we there, Port Harcourt?
Okay.
Have we ever reported them? Do we say we are not aware? Some of us, we know. Our sisters are into it. The truth is this. What is the position of the law? If you can catch them, take them to the nearest police station.
Okay.
Prosecute them.
Okay.
You must not take them to the police station. You must even file a case against them as long as evidence. Take them to court directly so that the court can prove his word. But not you taking the law.
Not taking the laws into your hands. All right, Zion, thank you very much for your take there. I have a commercial in about 2 minutes time, and this one says, I honestly think people should have a sense and mind of their own, or mind their own business. This country and continent are doing pathetic things. I'll be off soon, he says. Mr. Canada, if you are gay, I honestly don't care about gay because I always mind my business. So you're saying people should mind their business, but culturally, religiously, these things are frowned upon. What else again? Legally as well, if you're caught in the act, it is, a penalty of 14 years. So do you really think I should mind my business, or I should act according to my culture and my religion? That's not to say I should go ahead and kill, because culturally and religiously, killing someone is also, a sin. It's also bad. Well, Joseph says, I have a friend who is gay. I never knew he was gay. He always wanted our friendship to be intimate, but I gave some space. When I heard the story that he, did something with a boy in my area, I avoided him because the news went viral. He was not going to church because he was an instrumentalist. But truth is that I met him 2 days ago. I couldn't avoid him anymore. We talked, and he gave me his number. He's chatting me and telling me to chat him up at night. I say I want to avoid him. This says no one deserves to be killed. I read this message after the commercial. I do have a commercial in a few seconds time, but when I come back, my questions are still very much active, and I'm hoping that you have answers to these questions. I'll be right back to stay tuned.
Hello. Stimulating and insightful Nigeria Info.